6.3 NAT Advantages and Disadvantages. NAT helps solve the shortage of public IPv4 addresses, but it also provides several other benefits. Number one, it can save the public IPv4 addresses. The biggest advantage is that NAT allows us to use private IP addresses inside our network. With PAT, many devices can share one public IP address. Second, it provides flexibility. NAT can use different public address pools. We can also configure backup pools or other arrangements to improve connectivity. This gives administrators more flexibility when connecting the private networks to the internet. 3. It makes changing ISPs easier. Suppose a company changes ISP and receives completely different public IP addresses. Without NAT, the company might need to change IP addressing throughout its network. With NAT, the internal devices can keep their existing private addresses. Only the NAT configuration and the public addressing need to change. 4. It hides internal IP addresses. Outside devices normally see the public NAT address, not the private addresses using the internal devices. NAT is very useful, but it also has some disadvantages. The first one, NAT can add delay. Every time traffic passes through the NAT router, the router may need to check whether the packet needs NAT. Change the source or destination IP addresses. Also, sometimes change the TCP or UDP port number. Also recalculate the checksums. Keep track of the NAT translation. All of these require additional processing. For normal web traffic, this delay is usually small, but real-time applications such as voice over IP are more sensitive to delay. Second, NAT breaks directly end-to-end communication. Without NAT, two devices can communicate using their actual IP addresses. With NAT, an internet device normally communicates with the NAT router's public address, not directly with the inside device private address. So NAT acts as a translation point between the two devices. Third, carrier-grade NAT, the CGN. Because public IPv4 addresses are running out, some ISPs also use NAT. Another disadvantage of NAT is that incoming connections can be difficult. Normally, NAT works well when a device inside the network starts a connection. The NAT router creates a translation entry, so when the replies come back, it knows which inside device should receive it. The NAT router may not know where to send the traffic because there's no existing NAT translation. This can affect services such as servers, peer-to-peer applications, and some games. Administrators may need to configure static NAT or port forwarding to allow these incoming connections. UTP can also be more difficult because UDP is connectionless. There is no TCP connection set up for NAT to track. So the router relies on temporary translation entries and the timers. Some protocols are designed to work around NAT. For example, passive FTP generally works better through NAT because the client on the inside initiates the connections.